Well, good morning everyone, and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I thought we'd have a look at, what's in the big greenhouse in the cold weather, the Dendrobiums and the Cymbidiums. And this is the large Cymbidium, you can see, not Cymbidium, Dendrobium delicatum. You can see all the new growth on there and everything, and it looks like it's going to be one mass of flowers in a bit. You can see they're all developing, all the buds developing there, all over the place. That's going to be a real beauty come spring. There's a cakeis, quite a big one too. Oops, there we are. I'll be coming off there shortly and get planted up. Well, that's the Dendrobium delicatum. Here's two more little cakeis of delicatum I'm growing up. There's one, and there's the other one. So I'm sure somebody would like those when they're a little bit bigger. Here's a couple of Cymbidiums. They're getting ready for budding up and flowering. You can see the little nubbins on them coming up. One there, another one there. So they should be nice in spring. The first of the Cymbidiums, growing very nicely. Nice new growth coming up there. I think it's a flower spike as well. So I'll look forward to that one. Because these haven't flowered for years. And if you remember, I was trying to ignore them and hope and they died off. But I put them in this greenhouse and they started growing again. There's another one. And another one. No name varieties on these. And one there with a spike on. Just budding up. Another one there. Oh, that's got a label in. Can't read it from this distance, but I'll get hold of it and let you know what it is. Well, this is supposed to be Cymbidium Spring Romance. And we'll wait to see if that flowers, which I think it did last year. Then we have another three here. No labels on them at all. All trying to grow up and rectify the situation. You know, of them trying to make them grow up properly this time. So there are the Cymbidiums. If you remember, I use a lot of moss on the Phalaenopsis, and this is where I keep it nice and damp on this tray. So that's not looking too bad. It's been there 2 or 3 weeks and growing nicely. I think it's growing nicely because I'm keeping it cold. Anyhow, that's enough for this greenhouse, so we'll go inside and have a look what's inside. Well, I've come inside now and I had a good look round to see what I could show you, and I thought I'd shown you everything, so I thought, right, and I could never resist temptation, so I thought we'd have a look at these little plants that I put in moss, just to see how they're getting on. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I just can't resist it. So I'll tell you what they are. I'll walk around and I'll tell you what they are. This one is a small Columbicingii, Paphiopedilum. This is a Paphiopedilum Shin Pride. This one's a Parishii. This one's a Magic Lantern. And this one is a Hangianum. So I'll just put them on one side, these. And we'll have a look at the first one. Now I'm not expecting miracles or anything like that, and I'm sure all plants can't succeed in this moss, so we'll see what this is. And this one is the little Colopekingii. He's pretty solid in there. And this is showing some growth, so I'll get the camera and have a look at this one. Here we are. There's a few dead roots that need cutting off, but you can see one nice new root growing there, and excuse me, and some more coming out there. So that's not doing too bad at all. So I'll just put this back. I'll just snip these roots off, and I'll put it back in the moss. That's a small Paphiopedilum Colopekingii. And the next one, we'll have a look at this Paphiopedilum Magic Lantern and see how that's getting on. Remove the labels, make sure they go back in. They're stiff. I think I've got a little bit too much moss on these to make them stiff. So let's have a look at this one. Oh yeah, now this has got some roots on it. Wow. I bet you can see those roots from there. Right, I'll just get the camera again. Now this one looks like it's doing really well. You can see the two roots coming out there. A nice big root here, a huge root for the size of plant. There. And there are the two I've shown you before. So that's doing fine. Paphiopedilum Magic Lantern. And the next one is Paphiopedilum Shin Pride. Just forget what it's a cross between, but it's two very beautiful species. So we'll just take that out and have a look at it. Now that isn't doing as well as the other ones. Well, this doesn't seem to be doing as well as the other ones for the moment, but I'm pleased to say there are no soft roots on, and the one there that's a lighter coloured is very hard. That might be a new growth, but there's no growing tips on it. So I'll put this back in its spot. I'll remove those two little leaves at the bottom, and we'll just leave it to his own devices again. Well, even though the roots on this isn't doing as well as the other, I've just noticed there's a new leaf coming up in the middle. So I'll keep an eye on that one because it's a beautiful plant if I can save it. Now this next one is a Paphiopedilum hangianum. You can see that big leaf sticking out at the side. I'm going to chop that one up when I've had a look inside, and just to see if there's, as before, if there's any roots growing. Before, we'll take the labels out, take the stick out. Quite damp at the bottom, so there's plenty of moisture in here, and there is another new little leaf growing there, so let's take it out and have a look. Yep, just the signs of a new growth. Right, I'll take this this leaf off. I do think there's a little bit of mealybug on that leaf, so I'll give the plant a treat. There's no use to putting one little plant there in bleach, so I might just put a little bleach in a spray and spray it. Get rid of that leaf, get the camera, and I'll show you the new root growth on it. Well, here's the Angianum. Now I've de-leafed it. I took 2 leaves off, and there was a little bit of mealybug on, so it'll definitely get treated in a minute. You see the roots spreading out all over the place, and there's a new root growth there. So I'm quite pleased with this one. I'll just give it a spray with bleach and then repot it up. And the last one we'll have a look at is this Paphiopedilum pericii. Now I'm not expecting much from this, although it had a little bit of growth I think last time I showed it. I'll treat these very gentle. There is a new growth starting in the middle there, so that's a good sign. So we'll not see what the roots are like. They're very gentle, I don't want to... there's one root there. This moss is now growing round the roots. I'll just get the camera. Well, this is very pleasing. Look at that beautiful new root there. I can't take the moss off it because it's stuck to the new root. And look around the other side, and I think we'll find that there's some more roots starting to grow. Just tiny ones. You see them there? Oh, out of focus. There. Another one coming out from the bottom there. So that's Paphiopedilum pericii. So it just shows that the moss is beneficial to Paphiopedilums in particular. And although it doesn't do for all the plants, it does for the vast majority of them. So I'll just put this one up and then we'll finish the video. Well, here are the plants all been checked out and repotted up, and it seems like a very nice New Year's present for me. So I'm really chuffed about that. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.